Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining our tech session or a deep dive session number 6. I can't believe it's been 6 already. It's going by so fast with such great information. My name is Tammy Bednar. I'm a Senior Director of Product Management from Oracle. So today you are joining our Run Oracle Your Way on Oracle AI Database at Azure, and I'm really excited to have Simo and Meyer join us today to talk about bridging ERP and enterprise agentic intelligence on Oracle AI Database at Azure, Oracle EBS, MCP, and Microsoft IQ. That is a lot, and I'm so excited to hear about all this information. So, with that, I'll get us started. By the way, as we go along in this presentation, please do post any of your questions in Q&A because we'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Okay, so first of all, again, I want to welcome you to our webcast series. I know I've been saying this every time, but just in case you've forgotten, when every session is a 30-minute of packed information. It's insights directly from Oracle and Microsoft product managers, and today our guests from Accenture. We want to provide real architecture patterns, operational best practices, and of course, live Q&A so you can bring your specific questions that you have. We are happy to answer them. Today's agenda, I want to go very quickly through our Oracle AI database and Azure services that are available to you, the flexibility to where you want to run your workloads. Then I'm going to turn it over to Simo and Meyer, and they're going to talk about the overview, the agent architecture features, use cases, and then they're going to do a demo for you. So very quickly, database services and Oracle AI database at Azure. Lots of flexibility depending on where you want to run your workload. Just as a quick reminder, we have autonomous AI database. We have both serverless and dedicated, fully managed cloud native Oracle database service, runs on the Exadata platform, has complete automation, lowest total cost of ownership because of all the automation we have put into that service. Then we have our Exadata database services as well. We have a family of services. We have both the dedicated, which gives you isolation with all the different VMs. And then we also have our Exascale infrastructure, which is on a shared environment where you provision VM clusters, giving you a lower cost of entry into the cloud running on the Exadata platform. So Exadata database services are co-managed Oracle services running on the Exadata platform and with cloud automation, but you have full administrative control. So if you want a little bit of more control, Exadata database services for you. Then we have our base database service. This is a co-managed Oracle database service that runs on VMs. You can run a single Oracle home in a VM. It is again on a shared environment. Runs on a standard x86 infrastructure. It also has cloud automation, and you do have full administrative control of the VM. For backup and recovery, we have the autonomous recovery service. Fully managed zero data loss recovery using real-time transaction protection, incremental forever backups, so very efficient backups, and continuous recovery validation as well. So take a look at that for your automatic backups. Then we have OCI Golden Gate, fully managed replication service to enable real-time analytics while keeping data highly available. So lots of flexibility for whatever workload that you want to run with your services. Okay, then with that, I'm going to turn this over to Simo, and he's going to take us through the order to ship recovery agent. Simo, over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tammy. Really excited to be here today, and thanks everyone for joining as well. Let me just share my screen so we'll get the things going. So today we are going to talk about the agent that we developed. It's actually developed in Azure. So we used the Microsoft Foundry to develop the agent, and the core of the system is basically Oracle E-Business Suite, which runs in Azure. Uses Oracle AI database at Azure, so the multi-cloud solution. So we have like really good low latency connectivity with database, which is the source of enterprise data. And then we use the, like I said, like the Microsoft Foundry to build the agent capabilities. But we really wanted to tackle like a real world business problem. So just shortly overview on the agent before we drill down on how we actually build it. So on the Oracle EBS, we wanted to focus on the inventory side of things. So the business problem that we are solving is basically the agent tells us which orders are likely or which already are late with their shipment, why and what should be done. So it uses basically enterprise knowledge to fetch that all of that data. So it uses the EBS for the, let's say, for the structured data, but then has a lot of unstructured data sources as well to make like educated decisions or propose them. So the AI, what the agent actually brings here is basically every order gets the same attention. So if we query the, let's say, the late orders, maybe typically the user has to go in and search from the EBS side, but now the agent gets all the information and summarizes it, and then human, let's say, in the loop becomes kind of like the above the loop. So just supervising and analyzing what the agent recommends, and then can make like quick decisions based on that. And at the same time, like based on the, let's say, actions that we perform, then the agent improves over time. So we use the, naturally, since the database runs in Azure, we use the Microsoft AI tooling or solutions to build the agent. So we use the Microsoft Foundry, which is like an enterprise platform to build agentic solutions. Really, I want to say developer friendly, because I myself didn't have much experience on the Microsoft side. We obviously have a lot of experts on there, but even for me, like it was really easy to ingest and learn how to use the Foundry to build the agents. And actually during the build, we can select from a lot of variety of models what the agent can use. I'll show you that in a bit, like once we go deeper in the actual solution, and then we can have different tools for the agents that they can use. And the tools, actually how we use them is that they use the grounding data or information. They use the different Microsoft IQ products. So Work IQ, for example, it can get information on your emails, Teams chats, maybe meeting transcripts. So all that information is available for the agent if you configure it. And we have a really, I want to say, cool demo that shows actually how the Work IQ and Foundry IQ is used. And then you have Fabric IQ for data layer, and then you have Foundry IQ, what we used as a knowledge base for the agents. So SharePoint has different documents, Excel's, Word documents that it can use, and then make those decisions. We deployed the agent on Microsoft Teams, so the user can use Teams application, and then the agent basically responds to you based on your queries. And then what I found fascinating coming from the tech side is like all the operational stuff that Microsoft has there for the agents. So you can do really detailed tracing. You can optimize and tune the performance, like maybe at start, like your agent isn't performing like really well enough. So you get a lot of statistics on the where the agent spends time and how to improve it as well. And then obviously, like since it's Microsoft tooling, you can use like Entra ID for the identity of the user and so on from the security side of things. And like I said, we have the Oracle EBS. We use Oracle MCP server to access the e-business suite, and then we use the typical Accenture delivery framework to basically to build the agent as well. And there's a side quest coming. All right. So on the architecture itself, and please, I forgot to say, like, if you have any questions, post them at the same time on the chat, and we can do those. Maurice will help on responding those. So on the architecture, I want to start from the bottom. So we have the Oracle AI database, and we have the e-business suite running there. And how we did it is that we built external, like we built database views that the agents can access. So we don't expose the whole database there, but some specific views which will support the agent what data it needs. And then how we built the access is we actually have an Oracle MCP server running within Azure function. So that way we can keep the data access fully private. So when the database is running in private, your own, let's say, your own Azure network, then the function also accesses the data fully private from Foundry. Oracle now has also MCP service that you could utilize as well to connect to the database and use like different security methods like OAuth to access it. But in this case, we used Azure function. And then we have different AI agents here. So we actually have 3 different agents, each serving different purpose. So we have an exception detection agent or engine, what we want to call it. It identifies any at-risk orders or which are already delayed. Like it says, detect delays, and then root cause correlation. So it checks the inventory. It basically checks also what's the cause of why order could be delayed. And then we have different, like the recommendation engine, which then ranks the recovery options. Like for each customer, you might have like different rankings how to handle the situation, and then it basically gets the information from Work IQ and Foundry IQ. So there's grounding data that how each customer should be handled. And one important thing here, like is also that you can see in the diagram that there's different models. So for the engines, we use GPT 5.5 model. So when we were testing this, we found out that for us, in these cases, it gave the best results. But then when we go like layer up, we can see that let's say the orchestrator agent or the actual agent, which handles the routing, the agent coordination and responses, there actually we use the GPT 4.1 model, which gave us best results in that case. And it's a lot of like balancing, then figuring out which model and like price, performance, and then like the accuracy of the results. So that's like where we spend a lot of time, like when developing this agent. And I want to say, like on the recommendation engine, when we use the Microsoft IQ products, like connecting the agent to the IQ side of things, like SharePoint or like emails, for example, super simple in a way. You just have to give like detailed instructions for the agents, like when should it use the information and when obviously not. So when, like which engine can use and when. And then finally, like the user experience we built on the top from Teams, like I mentioned, like we have the Teams application, so you will need like a Microsoft Teams admin to provision the agent or the application, and then the user can use it with their identity. So there's several possibilities, like obviously who can access EBS data and how. So one way of, for example, is doing like tying up the user identity to EBS user identity. So then the user is tied on let's say the responsibility that they have on Oracle e-business suite side as well. So that's the, let's say, the architecture layer. One good thing on this one is, and I'll come back to that a little bit later, as well, is that it's very easy to add different layers and sources of data. Like if you have like unstructured data sources, let's say on Azure Blob Storage, for example, you could just add it, or some web sources. Like all of those sources are really easy to add on the Foundry side. All right, let's move on. So obviously, some design principles that we followed, like security was really top of our minds. Like wanted to focus on who can access the data and how, really restricting also on the EBS side, so only specific data and views accessible for the agents. Obviously, you don't want to expose the whole database, and then have like a lot of grounding data available for the agents. So that's why we went with Microsoft IQ as well. One of the things as well is on the design side. So I think that's on the, let's say, on the modular design and scalability. So we can easily add like different actions if the agents needs to do, or maybe we add different like ERPs or whatever data sources that you need to have. Like even like now it's e-business suite like a normal Oracle database, but then you could have autonomous database as another data source as well deployed in Azure, like depending what applications you have. So all of those can like support the agents when they're doing the decisions and recommendations. And the agents, can be published as another like endpoint. Now we use Teams, but maybe you want to build something else than Teams. But Teams for us was really the best one because we're using the full Microsoft ecosystem here. So Teams kind of like fits that really, really well as well. So the use case, what we are going to present today is basically inventory use case. Like I mentioned, it ties a little bit on what I said in the first slide on how AI helps here. So we have a use case where customer has has ordered 10 quantities of an item and only 5 are available. So can't do like full shipment for that order. So the agent actually checks the order details from EBS, validates those, and then it checks like what policies we have for that customer in our knowledge base, and checks also approval email that there's some approval to do the partial shipment as well. So in the agent configuration, we've done some rules that you always have to have a further approval from specific team that you can do the partial shipment. So what challenges we think this solves is that if you wouldn't have the agent doing this, the actual business user should go and log into EBS, check everything from one customer, do that another time for another customer, and then have those, let's say, unstructured data sources validated. And then you kind of have to spend a lot of times for a single customer, whereas in the agent can do it in behalf of you and then combine all the data available. And then obviously that knowledge usually is within single or couple individuals. So now the agent does the heavy lifting and then leaves more time for you to analyze it as well. And then if you have like complex business rules, then those are included as well. And the demo that we are going to run, we are just going to ask on the delayed orders, then check a little bit on the EBS side how the orders looks, then check on the policies that we have, and then basically look on the supporting evidence what the agent gives to us. So for that, I'm going to reshare my screen. So we are going to take a look on the video that we have. Just a moment. Here we go. Maurice, just confirming that you can see the video.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So like I said, fully built on Oracle AI database at Azure. So we configured the EBS there, and then Maurice and team has done a lot of work on that side on the views. So we have the suggested prompts on our Teams agent here, and we can just start with this so that the user doesn't have to type it. Like if they are new for the agent, they can just use the suggested prompts. So we're gonna ask like which orders are delayed and why in the past 3 months. So it'll give us 3 orders actually here. So the one we are interested is the one on the middle, 69338. So that's where basically we have a partial we can only fill the partial inventory, so or stock, and then we'll look on the EBS side now where we have the order management user. So we'll actually check the order 69338 on the EBS side. So you'll see like all the navigation where we have to go here and search the order. So now we'll find it, and we see that when we open it, we see the customer number 4485 as well. And then when we check the availability, we can see that there's the requested date quantities 10, and then we only have like reservable quantity of 5. So we don't have like full quantity available. Like like we were talking about the actual use case. So now, when we see that there's only partial quantity available, so we have this SharePoint knowledge base for Foundry, and we have a document which is the fulfillment policies, which is one of the grounding information for the agent to use. So here we have different customers basically listed that allow partial fulfillment, and when the fulfillment is allowed until, and we have some other rules like which customers allow ship and cancel, but you can see our 4485 allows partial fulfillment right now. The other one here is for our recommendation engine. So this one actually checks the customer and then checks which solutions are ranked on the top for each customer. So for this one, 4485, you can see that the top one solution ranking is on inventory reallocation options, and then second one is the partial fulfillment option. So for this one, when the inventory reallocation isn't available, then the agent will recommend partial fulfillment options. So now when I have these three orders, I'm just going to ask details on order 69338. So just going to ask it. And now the nice thing is that now when I prompt this, it actually goes on the database. It goes on all of the data sources like SharePoint, like what I was just showing, and also my emails. So we built the agent so that when we ask more details, it actually lists a lot of information here as well. So you could choose like how much information you want in the instructions, but we wanted to basically go from here, from executive summary down to like all the small details. So we have the like business impact, risk assessment, ownership. But what's interesting here are the recommended actions. So when we look on this, we actually see that for customer 4485, we can do partial fulfillment as there's a fulfillment policy. That's the document we were just checking. So it gives you like why it gave this recommendation. So the first one, root cause, is from the root cause engine. Obviously checks from the EBS, inventory is partially short. And then the recommendation engine checks that, hey, there's the allowance for the partial fulfillment. So the fulfillment policies, and then also the work IQ approval email. So that checks from my emails that there's approval, and it says like from global inventory team on July 13th, there's a confirm, they confirm that partial fulfillment is allowed. And then we also have like supporting evidence here. So where it goes into more details, where it actually got all the information as well. So now you can see like if you need to see the approval email. So now I'm not sure, like, did I actually have that information? I want to be sure. So I just want to ask it to show me the approval email, which now it goes to my email since we have the permission and the linked identities, and it gets back the actual email from the inventory team. So here you can see the fulfillment approved customer 4485 coming from the global inventory team. And if I would like, I could actually see the email here as well. So I just click the link and then it opens my Outlook with the email. Not going to do that now. We are just going to ask it to draft an email to the global inventory team confirming that we will do the partial shipment for customer 4485. So now it's just draft the email, and now I want to open the draft email in my Outlook. So I just can click the link and then modify the email as needed. So here we go. And now we can see that drafted email here, I could modify it and send it to the inventory team as well so that they are aware. I think this is pretty cool. Like you can connect all the necessary pieces here with the emails and then work from the teams with your agent, like get all the information, and then you don't have to go back and forth with everything. So that's how we build it. Like obviously I'd say key things to remember: Oracle AI database right in the heart, like in Azure, so that you get the low latency access to your enterprise data. But then also all the Microsoft products here, Microsoft Foundry, IQ, just connecting all the structured and unstructured data together. That's from the demo. And now we'll switch back to the presentation. Tammy, you want to take over?
Absolutely. 1 second. We'll get going. Let me just share this. Let me go back a slide. There we go.
Yeah, thank you. So
You're welcome.
yeah, I just want to quickly say about the Accenture's Oracle Business Group. Obviously, a lot of data here, but I think the key thing is here, anything in Oracle, tech, functional, we've probably done it. So anything on this agent or what we build or anything on Oracle AI database, multi-cloud, then just reach out to me. I put my name there, email address, so you can just reach out to me directly and we can look things forward from there.
Excellent.
And that's it from my side.
All right. Thank you so much. That was great. Awesome information and a lot of information packed in a really little time. I know somebody raised their hand, but if you want to put your question, oh, no, nobody raised their hand. Okay. Up there is, well, somebody did. No question. I still don't see your hand raised, but if you want to raise your hand, I can unmute you to ask. Or if you want to put your question in Q&A. Oh, there's a question in chat. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. We just wanted to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to ask questions. Okay. So to finish us up for today's session, I'm going to be posting this recording and this slide deck in the Ask Tom where you joined today. So you'll be able to see it hopefully by tomorrow. I'll have that all posted for you. For more information, take a look at Oracle Live Labs. We have lots of great labs getting started with our Exadata database services and our autonomous AI database services in Azure. There's a LinkedIn community. I just went to that LinkedIn community. It's great to go find more information as well. Learn how to join Microsoft Most Valuable Professionals MVP. Go take a look at that link for more information there. And of course, we have great technical documentation. We spend lots of time to get information on it and get skilled on Microsoft Learn and Oracle University. Okay, you probably see a little white box at the bottom that says coming up next. Well, stay tuned and we'll be posting that information on what our next session will cover. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We look forward to talking to you next month on our next Run Oracle Your Way on Oracle Database, Oracle AI Database at Azure. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining.